Hello everyone and welcome to a new Let's Play on Sean's channel. I'm Tennille.
And I'm Sean.
Welcome everyone to Pikmin 3. Before we get started, I think it's very important to point out, if you've never played Pikmin 1 or Pikmin 2, that is fine. You really don't need to know anything about the other two games to get into this one.
Indeed, because this stars a whole new cast, and I mean, if you know the other games, that'll help you, but this game does a very good job of setting it up that you never ever have had to touch the others to know what's going on.
This was actually my first Pikmin game.
And it's the best Pikmin game. But
yes.
I mean,
we'll get into that later.
We'll show you how and why later. But yes.
I'm so excited! I love this game.
Indeed. And Tennille will be the one starting out. And how we're going to run this Let's Play is this game is segmented into timed days. And so each episode is going to be one day. Sometimes we'll do two if we finish up early in a day. But for the most part, it's just going to be one day per episode. And Tennille will be starting us out, and we'll just be going day by day for each episode.
Yep.
After we finish story mode, there is a ton of mission mode stuff that we can do.
Yeah, we've got a ton of extra content after we finish story mode, but first, of course, we're going to jump right into the story. Mm-hmm. So let's go ahead and let's start that.
Indeed.
Before, I guess, we start that, oh, look, here's an old game file that I don't think it's me.
Don't know, but it does not matter, because
we're going to new. I guess we want to take a moment to thank our Patreon supporters and say thank you guys so much for supporting our content, and we're so glad that you guys have liked Sean's Let's Play channel, and we're excited to play a whole bunch of different games for you guys.
Indeed.
If you want to check that out, there are links in the description. We also have a link to my Redbubble and to my channel there. So yeah, just check those things out if you're interested.
All right. Well,
let's get started.
Yeah. Yes.
Galactic date 20XX. At the far reaches of space lies a planet on the brink of ruin. The planet's name? Kopai. Due to a booming population, booming appetites, and a basic lack of planning, Kopai's inhabitants have all but exhausted their food supply. Their only hope is to find another planet with edible matter. Accordingly, they send unmanned scout vessels called Sparrows out into space. To their dismay, the search is proving fruitless. Just as they're about to give up, the final vessel reports back with news of a miraculous discovery. They mobilize to investigate the planet, which they name PNF-404.
Planet not found.
Last hope rests on 3 intrepid explorers.
I love this intro, like just the little setup for the story is great.
At last, the explorers.
It's got that classic Nintendo humor.
Light-year voyage nears its end. But as they initiate the landing sequence, something goes horribly wrong.
Well, everyone died.
Well,
I hope you like the game.
The end. That's why Pikmin 3 is the best.
Wait.
I love it.
Just the Pikmin theme played in that echoing, haunting manner sends me shivers every time.
Yeah. So if you don't know anything about Pikmin, Pikmin also is fantastic because it has a bit of dark humor / deadpan humor to it. Mm-hmm. They're kind of creepy games if you think about it.
What happened?
But we'll get into that more.
Where am I? The last thing I remember was... Oh, of course. This must be PNF 404. Do you copy? This is your captain. I repeat, do you copy? Hello? Anyone? There's no response. Where's my ship? My crew?
Captain Charlie.
I managed to escape unscathed, but what about the rest of my crew? They could be anywhere on PNF 404.
Well, we better go find them.
I've got to find Alf and Brittany. I only hope they survived.
Probably not.
I like this crew because it's Alf, Brittany, and Charlie. A, B, C.
Yep.
And welcome to the game. We will be playing with Wiimote and Nunchuck because
Wiimote and Nunchuck is the best.
it's the best way to play, and you could technically play with the gamepad by itself, but that's just limiting yourself. There's no reason to do that.
Well, there's several modes that you can play with. You can play with the gamepad, which you can use the sticks if that's more comfortable for you, or they actually let you play with the gamepad and stylus too, which I've tried, and it definitely has its perks, but Wiimote and Nunchuck is definitely the way to go.
Oh yeah, because it gives you the best mode of directing your Pikmin.
Yeah.
Which we can't really do anything about that yet, but we seem to have these little yellow guys here. There are more of them. This planet's mushrooms are huge. I seem to have wandered into a strange neighborhood.
Oh no, they're coming for me!
Why are they coming closer? My whistle will scare them off.
Alright.
So, whistling actually calls these guys to you. Maybe I should throw them away. And yeah, just giving you the basic controls there. You can, like, point them, and you can do other things like that. They don't appear hostile, so let me get this straight. I can round up these creatures by pointing at them and pressing B and throwing them with A. Finally, I can dismiss the whole group with the nunchuck shake. Seems pretty useful to me.
Yep.
Maybe these fellows can be of some use. Alright, so now we have some Pikmin.
Woo!
And yeah, there's a lot of controls, but as you can see, Tennille can point exactly where she wants to throw these guys.
Yeah, so see there, when I threw them, they just kind of, like if I throw near an object,
They'll go
Pikmin
and
will
start
climb
attacking
onto it. But if I land a direct hit,
It'll instantly destroy small things,
yeah.
which is useful when you got a bunch of small things you got to get rid of. Right,
Yep.
That's how it's done. And we don't even need to destroy all of these. Now, if Tennille's remember correctly, there's actually a few Pikmin behind us that we can go ahead and go back and pick up.
This one here.
And those two there.
There.
And I think that's it. I think it's just a full 20.
Yeah. Well, and luckily the game is kind to you, and it tells you how many are in your squad versus how many are on the field. So there's still 10 out there that we have not picked up.
And there's a good chance we'll run into them somewhere else. I should look around for my ship. Pressing Z will let me see what's in front of me. So yeah, if you press Z, it will center behind whichever direction the captain is facing. I think you need to walk closer to that. Well, it doesn't seem like we can do anything with that crystal there.
That's too bad.
Oh,
Oh, there we go. There's
look,
a big
there's
group.
even more of them. All right, and there we go. Now we have all 30 Pikmin.
Full squad.
What enormous mushrooms! Well, time to destroy them. And as you can see, these bigger ones actually have health bars. So you just gotta keep hitting them long enough, and eventually it will destroy them.
They will take them out.
So
You don't have to worry about getting all the mushrooms. You just have to clear a way for yourself. Oh, this game's so pretty.
Oh, it's gorgeous. These guys sure are dedicated. So a lot of what this game is you're going to be running around with a bunch of tiny guys, and you have to take on bigger threats. So it's victory through numbers.
Yes. You have some beautiful environments to look at along the way.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, and some dark, scary ones, too.
What are those? They look dangerous.
Well, time to kill them.
Wow, that's bright. And it was difficult to see, but the bright light actually killed those things instantaneously.
Uh-oh.
I'm sure he's fine.
He's Captain Charlie. He'll be fine. He's a tough guy.
All right, and just a little bit later in the morning, Alf's crash site. Bloop. Oh, look, it's the ship.
That didn't sound good.
Nope, probably not.
Wakey, wakey.
It's a miracle. I'm alive and somehow unharmed. It's Alf.
And of course, everybody's got to have their own special theme.
Mm-hmm. Just as the SS Drake was about to land, we lost control and had to make an emergency escape. During the chaos, I was separated from the other 2 team members as well as the ship itself. As the ship's engineer, it's up to me, Alf, to find both the SS Drake and my crew members. Alright, and now we're in a very different place. No longer wintry, and instead it seems kind of tropical here.
Yeah. So, as you can see, Alf just walks, like, on land. So, if you go and submerge yourself underwater, he doesn't float.
Yeah, he doesn't swim, but he has a spacesuit, so, you know, he can't...
He's fine.
Perfectly
He won't
fine.
drown.
Ah, it seems to be a different kind of Pikmin. What was that? Time to chase after and find out.
Hello, little guy.
There's more of them. It appears the specimen I just spotted has company. And what's that stuck in the branch? And we can use the same controls we did earlier. And this shows that we had to have 3 of 3 Pikmin on there to do something with it. Which in this case was pull it off of that branch.
Mm-hmm. This will become more clear when we do some stuff later.
Mm-hmm. I was hoping that it was fruit, but it doesn't appear to be edible at all.
It does look tasty, though.
It's true. Nevertheless, the red fellows seem quite pleased now that it's free. So...
And now they want to follow me.
Mm-hmm. Hey, they're following me. And, so now we get introduction to a lot of the other things that we can do in this game. For example, this shows that there's a pile of 12 pieces there, and if we give one, throw a Pikmin at it, they'll automatically just run off and start doing tasks. For example, they're building a bridge with these pieces.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you know we're very, very good at this game. So we might be going really fast in later days, to the point where Tennille can finish some areas in 1 or 2 days by herself.
I am so ready.
She's going to be flying, so I'm going to do my best to just keep up with what kind of skills and stuff she's doing. But this is generally a time-based game. People love playing this game to see just how fast they can get through it. And she's just going to get these guys working as fast as Pikminly possible, I guess. And it's actually faster for her to actually pick these guys up and throw them as compared to just having them walk behind her, because they are slower than the captain actually is. And I find it interesting that you keep whistling them and then calling them back, because they will keep doing their task even if you don't call them. But either way, this bridge is just about done.
And we'll see, because there's no timer here, I'll let them do this.
Mm-hmm.
But when they finish a task, they're going to go right back to where you had them start the task. So they're going to go back to where they put the bridge pieces in, rather than sticking around at the bridge.
Yeah. And whenever a Pikmin is unattended, their leaf the leaf on the top of their head will start glowing.
Yeah, so if I disbanded them...
See, now they're glowing a little bit. That shows that they're not actually part of your crew or doing any sort of task.
You can also tell, of course, due to the squad and field
So there's
here.
4 Pikmin on the field. None of them are in your crew. And that other number there just shows how many of a specific type that you have with you at the moment.
Yes, and I don't have to whistle them to get them. If I wanted them, I can just run into them as well, but that's just not quite as reliable, so I tend to whistle.
It's much easier just to run into them. Or to whistle them.
Yeah.
Hey look, it's my Wii pad. Or my Wii U pad.
I think you mean Copad?
The Wii U gamepad, look at it. So, unfortunately, we don't have any way to actually record the Wii U gamepad for you. Thankfully, this game actually shows you everything you need on the screen as well. It's just going to be really small for you.
Yeah.
Either way, great, it still works. Of course, I'd expect nothing less from Copite engineers?
Copite Engineering.
I'll check my surroundings by tapping and sliding the Copad screen. So, because we're playing with the game, the Wiimote, we can still use the gamepad as a map, which is great because we can look at it at any time we need, and we can...
This is honestly, like, one of the best parts about this game.
Oh, yeah.
Compared to the first 2 games.
So there we go. We can see where the SS Drake is from us. It seems to be just a few rooms over. Yeah, aha, it's not that far from here. Maybe the other 2 crew members are there as well. I'd best head in that direction.
I wouldn't hold your breath.
Alright, so unfortunately for you guys, you will not be seeing that very much. Is that red thing food? It is for the Pikmin. And again, like we were saying earlier, if we throw a Pikmin directly at one of these objects, it will destroy it immediately. Unfortunately, she missed that little grub thing, and it's not going to be able to kill it immediately. Thankfully, those little grub things are completely harmless, and your Pikmin will never, ever get hurt from one of them.
Unless they, like, push them into water or something.
Which is very unlikely. Oh
because
my.
our little Pikmin can't swim.
That thing is popping out some sort of sprouts. So what just happened there is the Pikmin carried back those pellets, and for each of those pellets, it spit out 2 Pikmin. Congratulations, you've experienced Pikmin reproduction. Hello, red Pikmin. Ah, I see. So this is how these little creatures propagate. How incredibly fascinating.
Sure. That's a nice, friendly kid way of putting it.
Yes. So, because they match the same color as the Pikmin, we actually get 2 from them. Now, that grub is only going to give us 1 seed.
Yep.
Compared to those pellets, which were giving us 2. But now we have a crew of 11.
I have 11 Pikmin. I can rule the world.
Indeed. And like I was saying earlier, these guys are not terribly fast, and they're lagging behind. It does look like... Oh, it looks like our friend did not kill everybody. There, Neil got a direct hit that time. And now, fun fact is if you throw multiple Pikmin at... So it... Let me start over. Every object requires a certain amount of Pikmin to do a task.
I'm
like
so
carry
glad you're here to like explain everything while I just play.
So as you can see, we have 7 Pikmin on there, but we only needed 5. But every extra Pikmin
I can take 2 off.
and it'll still keep moving. But every extra Pikmin you have doing a task, it will do it faster. So like they will carry things back faster. There is a limit as to how many you can actually get on an object though.
The general rule is double the amount.
Yeah, so 10 there. And
and the 11th one wouldn't go on.
yeah, but that will keep it moving at the absolute fastest it can go. But either way, we got more Pikmin to pick, so let's get them. And now we got a crew of 21 Pikmin if we pull the rest of them out of the ground.
Yep.
And unlike the other Pikmin games, it just isn't really relevant if you've only experienced this one, but you can pick Pikmin out of the ground immediately.
Yes.
Which is just a great step up from the previous games where you had to wait like
just a little bit.
A few seconds to get them out of the ground. What is this enormous thing? The Drake must be somewhere on the other side of it.
Now, the game's going to teach us this later, but Another great thing about this game is you can lock on. Lock on and then hit the disperse by shaking the nunchuck, and the Pikmin will just go to it.
Yeah, they'll just charge attack it. And lock on was with the Z button, correct?
Yes.
So as long as you're hovering over an object, you can Z target it, and you'll lock on and stay locked on until you press Z again, which is a great way to focus on an enemy that you're specifically trying to kill, or if you want all your Pikmin to just go do one thing immediately, you just Z target and then shake the nunchuck to disperse them, and they'll just charge over to whatever it is and just do the task for you.
The 2 games before this had a whistling function where you could like direct the Pikmin by whistling at them.
And they just do like this line, and it works.
But I prefer the Z target.
The charging is so much faster and easier to use.
Yep.
It looks like someone's left a data file here. Perhaps the Copad will be able to read it. Well, let's find out. And Pikminology number 1. The onion is like a nest for the Pikmin. It both gives birth to them and provides them with shelter.
Aw, how sweet. It's its mom.
Yeah. Excellent. The Copad can read the data file. So these creatures are called Pikmin? This information might come in handy later, so I'll save it in the Copad's exploration notes. So yeah, not the pad is not only a map, but it actually has other information for us as well. And those will unlock slowly as we do other things. But for the most part, it's just a map. I don't think Captain Charlie wrote this data file, so who did? Could there be other intelligent life forms on this planet? Are you calling Pikmin unintelligent?
Yeah, they look pretty bright to me. I mean, just take a look at them.
Yeah.
Those are some smart creatures.
Yeah, something else you can do with the gamepad is you can actually turn it into a camera. At any time, in the middle of battle, as your Pikmin die, you can just sit there and take a picture of them.
Because you can also just, like, check out the environments.
Because this game is gorgeous.
For being on the Wii U, especially, like, it's already last gen. It's great.
It's fantastically rendered, this game. But either way, time to keep going. According to the radar, the Drake should be through here.
Oh, hurry up, Pikmin.
They're so slow. But either way, we got more mushrooms.
I can take them out if I want.
But there's not really anything in here.
The only point to it would be if they happen to have a data file in it, because the data files are actually can be pretty well hidden.
And I don't think we're going to try to get all the data files. If we see them, we'll definitely pick them up. But if we miss one or two, it's probably not going to be a big deal, because they're just kind of useful hints for how to control this game, and we know how to do the game.
Yeah, it'll mostly be re-saying stuff that we've already said.
So here we got a sand wall, and this is one of the...
Call some of them so that I can show that you can
throw
them
Pikmin on it
too.
as well, yeah. And so now we just gotta wait for them to slowly destroy it. This is one of those tasks that Pikmin will just do, and it'll take them a while to complete it, but it does eventually get done.
The more Pikmin you have on the task, the faster it gets done.
This is a resource and time management game.
Oh, I love it.
There it is, the SS Drake.
Oh, he's so worried.
The Copad isn't picking up any signs of life in the immediate area. What am I supposed to do now? Getting a call. Incoming transmission. Who could it be?
Alf, it's me, Brittany. Do you... Oops, I skipped the last part.
Good job.
Thank goodness, you're with the SSS Drake, right? I made it through the landing in one piece. The thing is, I'm trapped somewhere. And I'm stuck. Uh-oh.
Oh no, we got cut off. I wonder how far away Brittany is. But
Well, better not check.
nope, but at the very least, I'm thankful that she appears to be safe and sound. Uh-oh, what was that sound? What's that strange sound? The sun is setting, which could mean that nocturnal predators are starting to wake up. I should probably get off the planet's surface for now.
I want a Pikmin game where you have to stay on the planet's surface during the night.
Ooh. Yeah, because this is how they work it, is nighttime is too dangerous to stay on the planet, so you gotta leave every day. And that's where the time increments come in.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Well, either way, time for us to get out of here. Thankfully, the ship is unharmed and we can just leave. And off we go! And, I mean, those Pikmin guys were useful, but whatever, I guess I'll leave them behind.
Goodbye.
Or, maybe not.
Looks like they are following us up into the atmosphere.
Oh, I love this end of day scene.
Yeah.
That sunset effect is so gorgeous. Most of the supplies we brought with us from Kopai were destroyed in the crash landing.
That's not good.
So we now only have 3 days worth of edible provisions left.
Well, we better change that.
Mm-hmm. Glug, glug, glug. It seems that Kopaishans only survive off of pure liquids.
Ooh.
Starting tomorrow, I'll have to find some local food.
I do not want to know what their stool looks like.
Is there even stool, or is it just like sploosh? Oh, what a great way to start this this Let's Play.
Talking about stool.
At the end of every day, we get to actually see a record of when we achieved certain things and how our Pikmin stocks go up and such, or if they go back down sometimes. At the bottom, we can see how many Pikmin died, how many died to sunset, aka if they're not with our group. And
you'll see how that works later.
We'll explain more of this after an actual day, because this was just a tutorial day to teach us how to play the game. But that being said,
I want to go.
Go ahead and press the button again.
All right.
Because we're not quite done with this day. Day 1. We're shipwrecked on this planet. Some creatures called Pikmin helped me find the SS Drake, but our cosmic drive key is nowhere to be found. We won't be going anywhere without that. Luckily, I made contact with Brittany and we'll set out to find her tomorrow. When I took off in the ship, the Onion took flight as well. Odd, but amazing. Alright. And there we go. Like we said, this is going to be we're only going to be playing 1 day at a time in this Let's Play, so we're probably going to have shorter episodes than this one, but this was the beginning and tutorial episode, so that's why it's going to be a bit longer. Most episodes are probably only going to be about 15 minutes long, because the days are only, I'm not sure the exact time limit, but I think it's like 12 minutes.
Another great thing is if you are playing this game at home, after the end of a day, you can look at your Wii U gamepad, and it will actually have the whole day recorded for you in a top-down mode, that you can re-watch your day and see how you could have done things faster.
Because one cool thing about this game is you can replay a day as many times as you want until you get it done as flawlessly as you like.
Yep.
We're not going to be doing that for this Let's Play. We're just going to keep going, and if we do poorly
if we have
on
a big mess up, then we have a big mess up, and you
that's
guys
just how
get
it's
to
gonna
see
be.
it.
But either way, I believe this is where we're going to go ahead and end it off for now.
Yep.
So join us back here next time as we explore more of the planet in Pikmin 3.
Yeah.